folks, welcome back to American Truck Simulator, and I've added in the Iowa DLC. I've added in the Iowa pack, which also adds in some farming machinery related jobs. So we're going to see if we can head to Iowa and pick up one of those jobs. So yeah, if I knew my American geography, I would be able to head straight to Iowa. So we're missing a bunch of states, but hey, that's fine. Probably means we're going to be limited to jobs within Iowa. But that's fine. That's fine. So a log stacker. Is that one of the farming machines? I'm not sure. Tamping machine, fireworks, fracking tank, solvents, wheel loader, roller, tires, cotton lint, cables, maize, glass racks, scaffolding. I'm not too worried about the moving containers, so I wonder if the one that looks closest is the log stacker. Also pays quite well. It's a oversized load, so it's going to pay us $9 grand for a relatively short journey. So let's give it a go. I need to get some of these adjoining states, I think. So I probably need to pick up Nebraska and maybe Kansas as well. But anyway, let's grab the job and get rocking and rolling, shall we? That's kind of a funky bit of kit. We're going to want some lights on because otherwise it's going to get annoyed with us. And let's adjust our field of view again. It so often seems to get messed up. So there we go. I'm going to go for 90 degrees. Yep. We grabbed gear. We have grabbed gear. And I think we're going to want to swing across to the right to start off with to get some space. Well, she sounds fruity. And hopefully, it's a 4-hour drive. It's 1 a.m. We might get some daylight by the time we get there to actually see what we're hauling. Interesting yard that we're in. Feels like a nice powerful truck. Certainly picking up speed nicely, so we'll be careful getting out of here. We won't speed up too much. Yeah. But yeah, I think I might need to pick up, if I want to do work over this side of the States, I probably need to pick up a few more maps. But yeah, I thought we would visit Iowa, see what it's like. I am very excited about some additions to this game that are coming soon, I think. I think we'll label them as coming soon. So I don't follow ATS massively closely, as it's probably obvious. Okay, back into first. But I was browsing Steam and saw the announcement of Ford, which perked my attention because as a farm sim player, we obviously had the whole Ford DLC debacle. I'm going to say debacle because it's not really a Ford DLC, and Giants have not handled comms around that well. But it would appear that ATS has a proper Ford DLC coming, and with it, or alongside it, or linked to it, or somehow related to it, we have this, I guess, roaming mode essentially coming, where, and I've only read a little bit about it. We essentially have the ability, or will have the ability, and I think you get it with, it unlocks when you buy one of the packs that includes these, I keep wanting to say civilian, because I've spoken about it in a farm sim video, non-commercial vehicles, I guess, to just cruise around and enjoy the maps. And if you've watched some of my ATS videos, you'll know that I've been quite positive about how cool the maps are. I'm sure if you've played the game, you are aware that there are some really nice spots on the maps. So having the ability to jump in something like a Mustang, razz around, is going to be great if they get the driving characteristics right. I think it's going to be so much fun. If they get kind of slightly arcadey, almost like Gran Turismo-esque driving characteristics, I think if they can get that kind of driving characteristics in the game, so not super arcadey, but not insane realism, I think it's going to be awesome. We can have a bit of fun driving some cool cars around cool bits of the States. I don't know if they're adding it to ETS. I've not looked. This is not one of my main games that I play. It's going to be really good fun, I think. I think it's going to be one of those things where you might want to jump in, do it for a little while, and then get bored. Whether it will integrate well into like a career where you have a car to drive between jobs, I don't know. That's me overthinking things, because that's what I do sometimes. But yeah, I think that's going to be cool. I think it's going to be cool. I think it has the potential to be really fun. Ultimately, I like having fun playing the truck game. So, yeah. It's what it's all about. It's what it's all about for me. And I think it's the last job we did on here. When we drove through some of those really nice bits of some of the countryside, it was, to do that in, some cool cars would be awesome. It'd be awesome. And I'm sure there are games we could do that in, but yeah, I think it'd just be good fun. I think it should be good fun. It's my thought. Yeah. And I don't think I've made a video since I saw it was announced. It might have been announced before I made the last video, but yeah. So I think it'll be cool. Something I haven't ever looked at. Well, I have looked at, but don't have, and I think maybe it's because I think you have to have all of the maps. And as you have seen, I don't have all of the maps. It's pro mods, and you know, there's a few other things that I don't partake in with Truck Sim, and you trucking experts, should I? Does it make it that much better? You know, I don't know. I don't know. I think I looked at pro mods for ETS when I was playing that a bit more, and again, I didn't have all the maps that were available at the time, and I'm pretty sure when I tried it, it got unhappy that I didn't have all of the maps. And yeah, I'm a super casual player. I'm even more casual player of ETS, although I've had that longer. It's like I haven't picked up my off-camera save of this in ages, and I know that when I do, I'm going to be a bit annoyed because I was partway through a big hauling contract. I was hauling something in the tanker that I own, and I know I'm going to get reset because the game's updated a couple of times, and so that job's gone. But anywho. We are making cracking progress with this. It's a shame it's a nighttime job because we're not getting to see the beautiful Iowa countryside. I really do need to get myself sorted with all the controls again, because I've been playing this a little bit infrequently. I am a bit out of touch with what all my shortcuts and stuff are. So yeah, things like cruise control. But anyway, it's not going to be a super long job, so we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Our drifting lanes a little bit, I think. Hopefully we'll get to somewhere really interesting to grab a thumbnail. But yeah, you get off the road quick. Good lad. Good lad. Yeah. So life's been kind of mental. If you watch some of my other videos, you'll know this. Unless you watch Timberborn, because I don't talk about it as much in Timberborn, but yeah, work's very busy at the moment, and I think so. Apart from the week before last, I'm doing 2 days a week in the office again, and which doesn't sound like much. I'm not going to whinge about how long it takes me, but I've been doing it split, which I didn't do for a long time, and for a very long time I did my 2 days a week staying overnight, and at the moment that just doesn't work logistically, and it's tiring. It's tiring. But you know, we do it. To quote Grok of Grok TV, if you're not aware who Grok TV is, you should watch Grok TV, or you should try it at least. It's funny. I find it funny. He's the guy who turned me on to automation and BeamNG. And yeah, I suspect he's not going to be for everyone who watches my videos. Because if I'm not in the right mood, I can't watch his videos, and I don't watch all of his videos because not all of them appeal to me. But yeah, he makes funny videos about car stuff, so going to appeal to some of you. And you know, automation's a cool game. BeamNG is a cool game. So, we don't want to get diverted off. In fact, we're not going to. There's nothing that says we can't be a bit sneaky. I'm pretty sure that was fine, officer. Pretty sure that we didn't get a fine for it, so you know, perfectly okay. Yeah, Automation is a very cool game. It's getting an update soon to the career mode, and the career mode is what I enjoy about Automation. Mainly because I'm not very good at building nice looking cars. I find some of the bits of the car building interface quite difficult. So I don't mind the exterior stuff. The interior is utter ball ache, to the point that I don't think I've ever put an interior in a car after my first attempt at putting an interior in a car, which took me about an hour, and I gave up. Tinted windows are a lifesaver. But yeah, I'd really like the car design bit, the not really mechanical because it's not mechanical, the technical car design aspect, and then the business running aspect I really enjoy. Spreadsheet games are fun, and that's due to get an update soon. I saw a bit of a video on it from the dev team. So it's a small dev team, it's not a single dev team. Someone did say it was a single dev, it's not. I think it's a single lead dev with some programmers, but it's a small team, and the lead dev did a video about the new career mode that's coming, and all the updates to the career mode. Sounds really cool. And the benefit is that I'll get to then play with the superchargers, because the supercharger beta release didn't have a career mode in it, which was a bit frustrating. So it's the Rozzers. Are they are you just going for it? Okay. Okay. Is this the other side of the traffic stop that I went through? I wonder. I wonder if it is. Let's take advantage of it and turn it into a thumbnail, shall we, folks? Media. Photo mode. Oh, yay, neighbours have got the hammer drill out again. I think we can adjust the time of day and stuff. Photo settings. Yes, we can. Have daytime. Let's go over here. Cool bit of kit we're hauling. It's a cool bit of kit we're hauling. And there we go. That'll do us. That'll do us. Oh, jeepers. Steady, boys. Steady, boys. I didn't crash, I'll have you know. I mean, that just cost us a big chunk of what we were going to earn, but, you know, time is money, folks. Time is money. I hate the diversions that throws up. But, yeah. Job's a good one. Job's a good one. We're fine. We're fine. And we're sitting on a nice bit of cash at the moment, so we are sitting on a nice bit of cash. Totally derailed my train of thought, but anyway, we are only 47 miles from our drop-off, so 1:40 a.m. So we're not going to get to see much in the way of daylight today. Top cars, I thought that said something else. Got to admit, I thought that said something. I thought Iowa was a very different state for a moment. You know, it's the early hours of the morning. Truckers gonna truck. Truckers be trucking. So yeah, there's an interesting one. So don't know how many of you are aware of the changes to Combine to Steam lately, forced by Visa and MasterCard. Visa and MasterCard have, I think it's Visa that said, yeah, the two main payment processors have quite strict rules about the things that are allowed to be processed through them for payment. And it means that a bunch of content was removed from Steam because Visa and MasterCard deemed it to be inappropriate, and chose that meant that you couldn't pay for it. Yeah, so there's a petition, online petition at the moment somewhere about complaining about it. But yeah, it's interesting that the card payment processors choose what we can buy. What we are allowed to, what they deem as appropriate for us as adults. While we're stopped, let's that back. No, not that one. F5. Will escape out. Where is, because we have mail. Company mail. Stop hammering. Special transports. Yeah, I thought we'd read that one. Anyway. Don't know if you guys can hear that or not. So, if you can, I apologise. There's not a lot I could do about it. Right, let's go. We need to bear right here. Which is the only thing we can do. We have a green light, so let's keep rolling. Song in that. And then we need to throw a left, which is actually a right if you're in a country like mine. But, you know, brake, 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 brake. We can see our destination. Back. No. Right, hopefully that's the hammer drilling and the hammering over. We'll see. See if I can get this load dropped off before he starts again. We'll do a quick drop and wrap the video up, I think. As quick as we can. It's completely thrown my brain out of whatever I was talking about as well. Yeah, no idea at all. Anywho, I'm not sure what we're driving into here. Is it an airport we're dropping off at? Green light. I was going to say stay green, but you've already gone red. So decent payout off of this one. It was 8.5 grand. We lost 500 for that car flying into us, which is just partly my fault for going around the police blockade. But those diverts are so annoying. They are so annoying. And I think you can turn down the frequency of them because they do seem to be way more common than you would expect in real life, I think. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong, but feels like they're more common than I would expect anyway. We'll pull away in second. We can pull away in second. Awesome. Alright, let's go. Come on. We're on the clock, folks. We are on the clock. Let's get this dropped off. It's only a big depot, whatever Rockport is. Big old site. Looks like we've got to turn right in to it, so cut someone off, but you know, brake. Let's find a gear we can actually move here. They're waiting for us. So they've got to unload this guy. Night shift standing about doing now. Up there. Okay, let's go. Yeah, it's parked nice and quickly. But we need the experience. Yeah, we are in a little bit of a rush, so we're going to give it some beans. It'll be fine. Brake. Pick her in a lower gear, and then just shuffle forwards a little bit more. A bit more. Go. Job's and good 'un. Excellent rating again. Awesome. Are you going to get enough? No. So I'm going to leave it there, folks, just in case the noise starts again. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button and all that, and I will see you all next time.